shaky hands, touching skin that doesn't belong to me. My shaky hands reach out to you if only you'll take me, 'cause I'm no savior.
Hi, I'm Steve. I work for an organisation, Kaleidoscope. What we do is we support people with substance misuse back into employment, training and other opportunities. Volunteers that work here in the building, they do their training here to become peer mentors, and then they get to work with their own clients and help them support them on their journey into recovery. My role here at the moment is peer mentor trainer. I started off as a volunteer when Kaleidoscope was in Barry, and I volunteered for approximately 6 months and then moved on to be a peer mentor after doing the course, the 6-week course. And now I actually do the training of the peer mentors.
Oh wow.
Because I've been, it's 3 years now I've been with Kaleidoscope. I definitely advocate for volunteering whatever employment, whether it's supporting people, whether it's just administration work. I would definitely say that volunteering is a good access into there. Get your face in there, get people to know you, like you, and it gives you the skills, I suppose, and the motivation to get up in the morning and do your daily tasks again,
I had a long history of drug abuse myself from a young age. Obviously then got to the point that I wanted to turn my life around. I'd done a drugs program for a while, and I was actually clean when I started volunteering here. I just wanted to get it to sort of help people through the same sort of difficulties and barriers that I'd faced through my journey to recovery. Yeah, it is just about helping people, really. I just wanted to... There is a better life out there than drugs can offer. I do understand what they're going through, and everybody's unique. Regardless of when you could be on the same drugs and taking the same amount of drugs, but you've still got your own issues to be dealing with. No two people are ever the same. And since I've started here, I've formed some really good friendships.
I've been volunteering for 15 years, but the last 6 months only with the National Trust. We've been coming every Monday morning and working with one of the gardeners in various parts of the gardens. Every week there is something different to do. Usually it involves some form of weeding and tidying up, but sometimes we get involved in planting. It's a very satisfying job because you can see what you've actually done. You can come back the next week and see the improvements. I would recommend volunteering as certainly something that you can get extremely involved in. It's a very satisfying way of starting the week. Monday mornings, we've been retired a long time, my wife comes with me as well, we both volunteer, and it gives us something to do. We get out of bed on a Monday morning looking forward to coming to Dufferin. We volunteer because we like doing something useful. It's a useful time, and we've got free time now and we can make use of it.
My name's Rhiannon. I am Interpretation Learning Officer and Volunteer Manager at Dufferin Gardens, focused mainly around our house and the project. I've only been with the Trust for 4 months, and already in that time have been incredibly lucky and met some of the most amazing people who are volunteering with us. We've got a great team of volunteers who are all very new, like me, because we've only sort of started recruiting, but everyone's so enthusiastic and involved, dedicating so much time. We've got volunteers that already, in just sort of 2 months of being volunteering, 3 months, have done over 100 hours supporting the house, getting it ready to open, being in there, greeting our visitors and sort of sharing the story and encouraging people to share their story with us. And the support that I get from our volunteers is invaluable. I couldn't do most of my job. Our house couldn't open. The visitors wouldn't get the same amazing experience as they do. And same with our garden and the volunteers in the garden that work incredibly hard to support the gardening team and make Dufferin Gardens as beautiful as they are. We have had volunteer awards and recognitions today, and already, say, we've only been having volunteers in the house for a few months, and it's brilliant to be able to reward them and say thank you and recognise how much support they've given us and work that they do. The volunteers we have do it for loads of different reasons. Many are retired and looking for time to fill, and even if their original sort of reasoning was sort of that selfish, we've got to find something to do, it's changed and it's now for real love for the property and real want to share their experiences, and there's a huge social element and lots of new friendships have already sort of started, so I'm excited to see how we progress and how our volunteering opportunities change.
It's a very varied role, but it focuses around student safety and student well-being. This can be anything through from doing door-to-door and giving information to students about safety advice and securing their property. It can be helping to police major events, or it can be part of our safety bus, where on busy club nights we drive around the student areas to ensure that any students who are too drunk or in any other way unsafe get home safely and securely. It's a very flexible system. You are given all of the opportunities ahead far in advance, and you can pick and choose those that fit around any other commitments around your studies. It's a very flexible system. I recommend any students to get involved in either this scheme or a similar one. Nowadays, if you want to go into a good graduate role, you need this sort of experience behind you. It does develop a lot of skills that are going to benefit you, whatever field you go into working. Well, I'm looking to use the experience I've got from doing this voluntary role to go on to become a full-time police officer. There's a brilliant social side to it. After most of the opportunities that are available, we regularly will go to either the Union Bar or out somewhere else. Maybe we'll go for some food, just have a bit of a chat, just get to know each other and get to know some of the officers that you're working with.
Hello, my name is David Williams and I came to VCS just before Christmas 2012 looking for a voluntary position, and as it happened, a phone call had come through that day from New Link Wales, and they were looking for help from somebody on the allotments on Western Avenue. It was after Christmas in January that I started at the allotments on Western Avenue, and the title of my role is Volunteer Buddy Befriender. And I am in position with people who've had a history of substance misuse and perhaps have come through the probation system. But the most important thing is that we work together on the allotments, gardening, growing, digging, and having tea and biscuits and sharing our stories. And it's a wonderful position. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. The most important part when I'm volunteering up there is when we get a break and we all gather around together and we break bread. In other words, we have tea and biscuits and we share each other's stories and journeys, and that is the most important part of the day.
I had an induction initially at Oxfam House, which is Oxfam GB headquarters. It was really cool. Everything was paid for and it really inspired me. And here at Oxfam, it's a really nice working environment. Everyone in the office is really interesting and does a lot of activism and campaigns work outside of work, and are involved with a lot of organisations. I'm here for 6 months, and it's a structured internship. So at the beginning we've set objectives that certain skills that I wanted to learn, and then throughout my time I know that I'll definitely get those skills, and then once I've finished my internship, I know that the jobs that I'm going to be applying for, I will definitely have those skills available to me, and I'll have a lot of experience and examples to give in any job interview. Yeah, it's a really, really nice environment here. Everyone is really friendly and makes a lot of effort to get to know everyone. A lot of people who work here are involved in loads of different organisations and activities outside of work. And we actually have yoga on a Monday and everyone gets involved, so that's really nice. The great thing about this placement is that it's really flexible, and if I've got a deadline I can just come in a different day. and do it that way. But I find that I enjoy being here anyway, so it doesn't feel like something extra. It's something that I want to do and I look forward to doing and having a break from uni.
Okay, so do you get training with this volunteering role?
Well, I volunteered 17 years ago and I can't quite remember whether I had training then or not, but now, if you volunteer here now, I take you around and make sure you're comfortable.
That's great. And do you get to meet lots of different people from all walks of life?
Oh yes, that's the fun of it. It's great, all sorts. Yeah, I encourage anybody to do it once they've retired.
It's a very easy process. If you want to volunteer in any role, don't feel scared, don't feel frightened, don't feel as if it's unachievable. If you go and speak to the guys in the BCS, go and speak to the guys down there. They will show you what's available in the community, and you can make a choice then on what you want to do. Not everything's right for you. You know, obviously volunteering in your local shop, or like myself, volunteering in this role. There's something there for everyone to do. If you want to give something back to the community, then it's easy and it's straightforward. Okay, these guys will help you to find something that you want to do, and it's a very easy process from there on.
We love to use volunteers because they're all really enthusiastic about what they do. They come in from the community and they're able to give their viewpoint across from exactly what they want to do, and we love to use them here because they know exactly what they're interested in. They usually tend to have a key specific interest in that particular thing.
I work at the centre once a week, Fridays generally, starting at maybe 11 till 3 sometimes. I've been here for about 6 months and it's really rewarding to see the people enjoying themselves.
I'd worked for a volunteer organisation before, which I've since left, and I missed it and wanted to be able to give something back. And I just had a search online and saw on the website that they were looking for someone. So I contacted them and here I am.
Basically we do about 9 different events. They do swimming, they do pool, table tennis, boccia, new age curling, weightlifting, shot put, basketball, football shootout, you name it, anything that's possible for a disabled person to get involved in. They have all the fun of enjoying it and getting involved in it.
I was a student last year at Cardiff University, and I volunteered my time for multiple projects. I was a police volunteer, I worked with the Environmental Champions, and I also was secretary for the RAG Society. Volunteering basically got me where I am now. It's one of the main reasons why I am the student liaison officer now. I'm working with volunteers, and it gave me a lot of skills that I could put on my CV and talk about during the interview. So I would definitely recommend it to anyone, and yeah, come to VCS and have a little chat with them and see what you can get involved in.